What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journos, Comics, and Pop Culture. Once again, dining room session video here. I just recently uploaded a video doing an unboxing and of some books that I purchased. And these comics were in Comic Proline OPP bags, and they were like all split. We're going to discuss that issue here today. And for those that don't know, I did do a video about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, where I purchased a bunch of Comic Pro line supplies. And the bags were splitting like crazy on me. And I was completely honest in my assessment in that video. It's like, I am not going to pay for these bags, and I don't think other people should. Got a lot of feedback, a lot of comments said, I've used Comic Pro line for a long time and never had a problem. Some says, I do have the problem, but it's not all the time. Others said they dealt with the same thing as me. But the thing is, what's really interesting is I just recently made another purchase, and I asked the guy what he used, and he was like, "Oh, Comic Pro Line OPP." And I'm like, they seem a little clearer, because the OPPs, even though they're crystal clear that on their label, they are actually more cloudy than standard poly bags and of course Mylar. But these ones look decently clear, and I don't know, they look pretty solid. I didn't see any splits or anything. So I get these books, and they're just every single bag out of the, what was it, 5? Because this is just, out of the 5 books, they all were split along the sides. And let me tell you, out of all my years of collecting, almost 40 years of collecting, over 20 years of ordering books from online, I've never had any books shipped to me in a Mylar bag, in a polypropylene or a polyethylene bag that were split. And like I said in that video, I know. So this Whatnot seller, these books that I purchased came straight out of a box, out of a collection, and they were not bagged and boarded. So, and she even said in the video, I'm going to bag and board all of these. You could tell that these are brand new bags and brand new boards. I mean, very nicely bagged and boarded. The only problem is they have the defect of the split. And again, I'm not putting any pressure on this, but all I need to do is barely move it, and people are going to come in the comments, "Oh, I've never seen anybody grab a bag like that." Bull crap. And the thing with me, when I bagged and boarded with OPP Comic Pro Line bags, I'll be like, I'll have the bag, no tape on it, of course. I'll put the board in. Sometimes when I put the board in, let me take this piece of tape off. Sometimes when I put the board in, just when you go like this, because I'll put the board in like this, right? You go in at an angle and then you come over. Just doing that it'll split right there, just from me barely touching it. This one's not doing that, but then I'll put the board in, and then I'll put the book in, and similar thing, as I slide the book in, at some part down the seam, it'll split just from me bagging and just from me boarding, putting in the board and putting in the comic book. Guys, I'm not exaggerating this stuff at all. And I said this again. I said this in every video I've done. Here's another one. Let's take this out and show you. I spent like $150 on Comic Pro Line stuff. And I had no intention to be negative. Oh, I'm not showing out the book, I'm showing out the bag. I'll show you guys this other one here. Where is it? It's on this side. And then I could just barely, once it's split, that's the problem. Once it's split, it just goes. I bought those products from Comic Pro Line with no intent to hound them and dog them. Yes, I have an affiliate with BCW, but let me explain this as I've explained before. An affiliate is completely different than a sponsorship. They do not sponsor me. I am an affiliate because I reached out to them. I've said this a million times before. If Ultra Pro reached out to me to be an affiliate program or sponsorship, I would decline because I would buy BCW any day over Ultra Pro. It doesn't benefit me and it's not true to me. An affiliate program is basically, I simply have a code that you can use when you go on their website and you can say 10%, okay? But every time I've done bags and boards videos, I've never just pushed BCW product. I've said this before, I'll say it a million times. I've oftentimes pushed people to buy Mylar from E. Gerber because they're manufactured the same. They're from the same manufacturer. They just slap the E. Gerber logo on it, or they slap the BCW logo on it. When you buy Mylar in bulk from E. Gerber, it's more often than not cheaper than if you buy BCW Mylar, unless, I don't know, maybe if you buy tons of bulk, because I know BCW has, if you buy more, you get more of a discount. Boards, I like standard boards, I always go with BCW, always. Standard poly bags, always BCW, always. When it came to specialized boards, like complete acid-free or, thicker boards, I used to go with the fullbacks with E. Gerber. But I still stand behind Comic Pro Line's 56-point boards. I do. When fullbacks are crap these days. They're not even fullbacks anymore. If I want thick boards for my Silver Age and my keys, I'm still buying Comic Pro Line 56-point boards. Comic Pro Line's boards are solid too, and they're a good price. I would say they're a slightly bit lower quality than BCW. BCW has a much better buffer, and they're a smoother cut, and I believe they seem a little thicker or a little durable. But for the price, Comic Pro Line standard boards are solid. If you want to save a little money, whatever. But the thing is, again, with these bags, I'm not there, guys. I'm not buying any more of these. And I showed off in a video recently. These bags, again, they aren't crystal clear. They're not. I mean, I'm not saying they're horrible. They're not crystal clear. I see poly bags that are less cloudy than these, BCW. I think even Ultra Pros are less cloudy than these. And they wrinkle as well. I mean, they're obviously stretched and produced a different way to where they don't wrinkle the same. But look, unless you have the proper temperature all year round and it doesn't do this, it doesn't go up and down. These bags have wrinkled for me. I've shown it off. If they don't have breathing room in a box, and if maybe due to climate, these are going to wrinkle too. Probably a little less so than a standard poly bag because those can get really bad, really wavy and wrinkly, but still. Comic Pro Line is big on their pricing. They're really cheap. But what is the saying when you look at price points? Sometimes you get what you pay for. Why do people go to Walmart? Because it's cheap. Not because it's Nordstrom's and you're going to get the top quality. Not at all. Not because it's Whole Foods in terms of their, produce and food, because you're going to get top quality. No. They know when they go to Walmart, you're going to get low quality, especially for like clothing and sheets and stuff. It's like, it's throwaway stuff. You go to Target, you pay a little more because you get a little better quality. You go to Nordstrom's, you pay even more because you get more of that top-notch quality. I'm sorry, guys, and I've reached out to Comic Pro Line. I've had conversations with, I think, the Sun. And if they're watching, I'm going to say it again. You guys, this shouldn't be happening. There needs to be, whether it's in the heating process or, I don't know, because I don't manufacture comic book bags. I'm not a scientist either. But I know enough to know that this shouldn't be happening. And I'm still here today saying I will not spend money on these. I want there to be a day to where Comic Proline can really fix this issue. And I would love to be an affiliate of them, because I don't get my products from one spot. Like I said, I buy boards from Comic Proline still. I will still keep buying my boards, my 56 points. I, of course, use BCW for a lot of stuff. And I use E. Gerber for a lot of stuff. Those are my top 3 brands. I mean, Comic Proline is still in one of my top 3 brands for one of their specific products. I wish I had an affiliate program for each of them so I can have a discount code to offer you guys discounts to all of them. If one day you wanted to order, short boxes from BCW, use my code. If the next day you wanted to order 56-point boards from Comic Proline, use my code. If you the next day wanted to buy Mylars from E. Gerber, use my code. I would love that. I'm not here with an agenda. I'm not representing anybody but myself as a collector that wants the best product for my books. Comic Proline, this is a problem. And it isn't just me, guys. It's not just me. It's not. There's nothing more I can really say at this point. I would love to have another conversation with Comic Proline. I do believe they're in Canada, and I don't think I'd get to their manufacturing facilities to see the process if they even wanted to let me in. But it's like, I don't know. Something's got to give. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Again, if you bought Comic Proline, give me your thoughts and your experiences. But I promise you guys, one more time, I'll say this, I promise you, this isn't a bias or an agenda or anything. I want Comic Proline to succeed. I want them to fix this problem that happens way too often with their bags. If they didn't split, they would be a decent quality bag that could be a notch above your standard polypropylene, but yet still below the Mylar, but it's such a great affordable cost. I don't know. You let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Be well, and until next time.